On March the 9th, the monitoring officer, David Scott, incorrectly interpreted statute regarding decision notice 5.15, 6.15, Councillor Dudley's alleged bias. On August the 30th, the Information Commissioner's Office stated it was unlawful for RBWM to publish the political affiliations of members of the public simply because they had made a complaint against councillors. This is sensitive data and no Schedule 3 criteria had been satisfied. Why were my technical questions about the Data Protection Act not answered by the Data Protection Officer, but instead passed to the Monitoring Officer, who proved to have an inadequate understanding? And what steps have now been taken following the letter from the ICO to ensure that this type of unlawful publication never happens again?
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Mr. Dudley, Councillor West.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Hill, Andrew, good to see you as always. The decision of the Information Commissioner's Office received on the 30th of August has been challenged by RBW as it appears to be incorrect. The ICO has been asked to review their decision as officers do not believe there has been a technical breach of the Data Protection Act as indicated in the letter to the Borough dated 30th of August 2016. We're waiting to hear back from the ICO on whether they accept our challenge on the basis there is both a Schedule 3 criteria and an explicit agreement from the data subject to the publication of the sensitive personal data to which Mr. Hill refers. Neither the Data Protection Officer nor the Monitoring Officer are in a position to give legal advice on the Data Protection Act to the public.
Thank you, Councillor Dudley. Mr. Hill, do you have a supplementary?
Yes, I will just note I haven't heard back from the ICO to that effect. On August the 10th, councillors voted to change the Code of Conduct and they introduced a new pre-vetting process which dismisses politically motivated complaints. Councillor Dudley commented that he had been the subject of politically motivated complaints and there was a need to stop complaints that were simply intended to besmirch good character. Now, you're challenging this, but it seems to me the ICO said it was clear that the councillor's good character did not need protecting from the public. It was the reverse, it was the public's good character that needed protecting from.
What's your question, please? What is your question?
I thought I had a minute to say.
A supplementary question. No, you don't have a minute.
In
Not
place
for
of
not
minutes.
for the question, sorry.
Okay, the question is, in the report in section 4.37, Simon Dudley says he does not know complainant B, which I'm not naming, he does not know complainant B, although he thinks she may be a parent of a child at Windsor Boys School, and in 7.9 you say she is politically motivated. How did you leap from the belief that she was a parent of a boy at Windsor Boys School to the conclusion that she was politically motivated, as that now forms part of the pre-vetting process?
Thank you.
I think, my understanding actually is through social media you can see this and what follows, what they said previously, and that led me to that conclusion.
The second lady, not the first lady. I didn't want to name them because...
Sorry, we're not going to speak anymore here. Councillor Dudley has given you an answer. You can't cover the third supplementary. Right, thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much. We have another question from Brandon Hill, or Warren Hill.
I've got a second one, actually, second question. Not... Yeah?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, sorry, C, yeah.
The Information Commissioner's Office wrote to RBWM on the 18th of April, giving 28 days to explain alleged breaches of data protection policy. The ICO had no response and issued further deadlines on June the 2nd and July the 8th. It took 4 months to answer simple data protection questions, which the ICO stated was not as quickly as we expected. Why did RBWM fail to cooperate with multiple requests for information from the Information Commissioner's Office? And does RBWM really believe it is acceptable to simply ignore official requests over many months from statutory appointed protection agencies?
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Councillor Dudley, do you want to
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Hill, thank you. I was unaware of this, but thank you for asking the question, because I'm now aware of this and it's unacceptable. Although the Information Commissioner's Office wrote to the Borough in April, this was not apparent to the Borough until a telephone conversation between the ICO's office and the borough on the 8th of July, when it became clear through a telephone discussion with the ICO and our information management team that the original letter, which had asked for a response by the 2nd of June, had not been actioned. A response was provided on the 4th of August after collecting information requested, and a further response provided following a subsequent clarification request received on the 18th of August. This was provided on the 19th of August. RBWM did not fail to cooperate. The borough worked with the ICO to provide information and responses on a timely basis for all requests received. I agree, it is entirely unacceptable to ignore official requests from the ICO or indeed other statutory agencies. However, on this occasion, the original request was not received. When this becomes clear, officers respond and responded and cooperated with the request.
Thanks, Councillor Dudley. Do you have a supplementary, Mr. Hill?
Yes, thank you for
Question, please.
that clarification, yes. This report, I know you're challenging it now, you said, if they uphold what I said, then there'll be 3 monitoring officers who will have got the law wrong in this area. There'll have been Sean O'Connor, who commissioned the report. There'll have been David Scott, who answered incorrectly, in my opinion, on March the 9th, and in writing, that's all I know at this point. And there's the author of the report, Richard Lingard, who is a former monitoring officer. So I'm going to go by what the ICO told me so far, and I believe that that means 3 monitoring officers don't know the law, and it begins to sound, do you not think, like a bad joke about how many monitoring officers does it take to get the law right? I know you're challenging that now, but do you think, if I'm right, do you agree that that is unacceptable?
I can't comment on these individuals. One of them doesn't even work for the Royal Borough of London.
Thank you, Councillor Dudley. Thank you.